no matter what you do, if you don't have love now, you got nothing at all. Cause remember, love conquer it all, love conquer everything. Bugle said that. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. I'm here say now, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, if you don't have love now, you got nothing at all. Cause remember, love conquer it all, love conquer everything. Bugle said that. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
Greetings and good evening to each and everyone. Yeah man, Things in Time Cultural Expression there with you. Time is now 7 minutes past 6. We are getting ready. We are gonna go on like Caribbean. Yeah. You have to go to school. We never get no teaching. I gotta teach myself. Yeah. Trinidad, how you do? St. Vincent, Barbados, Guyana, yeah, Grenada, Montego Bay, yeah boy, we soon come on. Trini, keep watching now. We'll learn from you. And my brother, down there, Grenada. Condolences to the family. Respect, man. In it. Hey. Yes, this evening we will bring enough things to you because it is now Hajj, but we have to go back and stay with what we were doing. So we are lift off now with Poetic Pilgrimage.
One day you're gonna meet your maker. You keep quiet while people are dying. You keep quiet while children are crying. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. One day you're gonna meet your maker.
How do you sleep at night? How can you eat your dinner? How do you kiss your wife or even pray Salat al-Isha, knowing that your little dinner with Israel's foreign minister gave the green light for them to send in their militia on a mission to terrorize Gaza, land defensive airstrikes even from the harbor. But what's harder for me to comprehend is how you shut the borders as bombs dropped on them, obeying Israeli orders with don't get chastised. Is
Keep
that
quiet
right?
whilst people are dying. You keep quiet whilst children are crying. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. One day you're gonna meet your maker. You keep quiet whilst people are dying. You keep quiet whilst children are crying. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. One day you're gonna meet your maker.
Your silence is consent to their sinning, making you as guilty as those that are pillaging, inflicting torture on those being led like lambs to slaughter. You debauch their hopes and realities. Might as well go back to burying females alive. The truth you can't deny, the genocide of her soul.
Poetic
And inside
pilgrimage.
she corrodes,
Watch
she
it.
cries, she was gold, keeping it secret out of
Muslim.
public domain. I'ma speak up and speak out, not in my name.
And that's
You
what
watch
we
the
are.
filth and your acts are profane. If I rule the world, I swear you'll be slain. For women killed from Somali to Bahrain, in Saudi and Iran, the treatment's the same. The shame you bring upon my ummah, I'll defend her honor. Yeah, spitting flames.
People are dying. You keep quiet whilst children are crying. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. One day you're gonna meet your maker. You keep quiet whilst people are dying. You keep quiet whilst children are crying. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. One day you're gonna meet your maker.
Come in, Muhammad.
Yeah, yeah, a new kind of Shaka Zulu. I spit the hottest sort of truth like Mordecai Vanunu. In prison for treason, they tried to show us who's deceiving, who's doing the killing, manufacturing biological weapons to eradicate the innocent. Almost 2 decades banged up in a slammer. Are these human rights taken? They're mentally tortured in solitary confinement. How can I see injustices? Never speak against it. I'd be a fake hypocrite like the Somali president. He saw his people being killed by US and Ethiopian troops, destroying the lands and raping the youth. Yeah, check it. What kind of Muslim leader would ever neglect the Sharia? Turn his back on Islam while promoting that bid'ah. House nigga, you are nothing but a US ass kisser. Get a backbone and stop lying to the media. I heard the filthy lies in Al Jazeera, claiming US troops only target the militia. But deep inside you know you only utter a lie, hiding the fact that bomb houses with people inside. Mass murder civilians leaving their children to die. How can you still find peace when sleeping at night? Has your heart become stone cold? Did your emotions get ripped from the depths of your soul? This one is out of control. So every day I'm praying for guidance. Nothing but liars, addicted to the path of the fire. But I believe in Allah, cause I know He's the best of all planners.
You keep quiet whilst people are dying. You keep quiet whilst children are crying. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. One day you're gonna meet your maker. You keep quiet whilst people are dying. You keep quiet whilst children are crying. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. One day you're gonna meet your maker.
We're living in marvelous times, cause in 2009, Arab leaders sat by as Palestinians died. Mubarak, you've got blood in your hands, how does it feel? Are you a slave to Israel or Allah Al-Jalil? Was Saudi's nuclear deal with the USA the reason why them cats didn't have nothing to say about the terrorist wave from a terrorist state? Yet they staged a summit in Kuwait a little too late, cause by then 1,000 people had already been slain. And Saudi kings look kind giving aid. $1 billion is a pledge that they made, but they spend 300 mil on their trips to Spain. 3,000 on Taraj. Now does that equate when your peeps have no food or aid? Some even sleep in a cave. Think of the life you could save. Don't you crave Allah's shade on Judgment Day? Ya Rabbi, protect us from cowardice, greed and apathy. Ameen.
I mean, you see, we dead there, man. We don't have to depend on one genre. We dead there. We was there from the beginning. We still there again.
From the sun to England, no plane just flow. Vision of a better life built on hope. Left family behind, many mouths to feed. Working late hours to build big dreams. New generation, for I was born. Learn your education and seeds are sown. Knowledge is the key for the mind to see. Walk in the footsteps of those who believe in the brighter future. Compromise, sacrifice, one better life. Let's sing these words. We have the power to shape our lives. It's our birthright. Building dreams. Go where the compass can teach you things. Into unknown, our global home. Like moving through the village with a nomad roam. Traveling to a land far away. Striving for a better life day by day. Seeds of the future planted today. Traveling to a land far away.
fled to a land of derogatory labels, far away from home where the people are cold. And I'm not a human being, but I color alone. So I swallow my pain and strain without shame. Regardless of the struggle, this will never be in vain. We would never give up, my people were rising up. Driven by ambition, it was time to reconstruct. Even though some try to enslave our souls, they can never come in between our goals. Following the footsteps of those before, with a heart filled with hope, we will chant once more.
To a land far away, striving for a better life day by day. Seeds of the future planted today. Whoa. Traveling to a land far away, striving for a better life day by day. Seeds of the future planted today. Whoa.
So we do. Stay with we thing.
Breathing, sensing, observing and seizing, feeling, observing and listening, seeing, observing and thinking, being, observing. Close your eyes for the heat in your skin, put your troubles away. It's so easy to carry the world on your shoulders all day, but let it go. Just let it go. Take the stones of your face in this cold-hearted place, bring the heat. Lift your hands up your life, feel good vibes, and move your feet. Dance to the beat. Dance to the beat. Listening, seeing, observing and thinking, being, observing.
Living in the moment, no longer dormant. To blessings around me, I stay more observant. Shake off the stress just like a bad omen. Corroding our souls in a city of torment. My biggest enemy is the ego inside. Struggle every day not to keep him alive. So grateful for this wonderful life. Every breath is a blessing, I can't deny. There ain't no moment quite like the present. Remaining in stillness, connect to the essence. Speak with no words and smile with our eyes. Light up our hearts like candles at night. We all have a say in the choices we make, so we gotta take control in the path that we take.
Breathing, sensing, observing and seizing, feeling, observing and listening, seeing, observing and thinking, being, observing. Breathing, sensing, observing and seizing, feeling, observing and listening, seeing, observing and thinking, being, observing.
Yes, Brother Muhammad Yahya. Yes, man. Yeah. And this is what I open with when I first come. Peaches, enough respect.
Good morning, beautiful. skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin. So I'm loving me from within. Woke up this morning feeling like I would have the time of my life. And all I gotta do is shine bright. Some people walk around insecure, got the mad disease looking for a cure. But me, I'm so glad and so sure that I love life, and I'm grateful for the air that I'm breathing. And each day that I wake, I know I'm here for a reason. It's the joy that I have that shows up on my face. And when I wake up each morning, I look at myself and say, yeah, good morning, beautiful skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin. So I'm loving me from within. It's crazy that I actually get a chance to open up my eyes and breathe again. Laugh at myself and smile again. Some people have regrets about the past, lost in a world without a map. But only if they knew they don't need that. Life is a journey with no rules, but the ones that you create. And the boundaries are limitless. It's about the limits that you take. Every day you wake up, it's a brand new day. So when you wake up this morning, just start your day and say, good morning, beautiful skin. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. Hate is the root to all sin. So I'm loving me from within. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful.
Yes, we there with you, and we are going to go straight into the thing because we have enough things to do. Yeah, man. Enough things to do. But here what happened before that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, yeah. I'm here say now. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, if you don't have love in you, you got nothing at all. Cause remember, love conquer it all, love conquer everything.
See?
Google said that. Whoa, whoa, yeah, 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 yeah.
That we mean. Yes. On Friday, Tuesday and Friday, we chat about our life reflection and on the past and realize some things that we've been through and how the system, the so-called Caucasian system, see us and how they deal with us because them present to their officers and their people that we are savages. And the racial abuse and the racial afflictions that happens to us begs the question, why is the Race Relation Office has been discontinued? And why is other people are using government expenditure to represent themselves? Nothing wrong, but what happened to us? Why don't we? And we are the ones that have been victimized. We're the ones that's been assaulted. We're the ones that's been abused. We're the ones that been traumatized. We're the ones that's been insulted as a people, as a race. The way in which law enforcement perceive and deal with black people, and the fact that we have international from the Caribbean trainers comes to England and help with the training development of police officers. And these are the repercussions. It's not casting aspersions, but part and parcel of their training on how to interact with us comes from our own people. Should not our own people be making some serious complaints in relation to the way in which they see and recognize how these people are conducting or carrying out their duties in relation to us? You see? So my fear, and will always continue to be, if these individuals are granted guns and ammunition, not special forces, the regular police officers, then I'm telling you, they would have to start widen up the cemetery them, seriously, because we they're going to send there frequently. And people who don't see that and recognize that and think that this is something that we should keep beating on and highlighting, you're wrong. Seriously, don't wait, tell the people them do the thing and then start screaming, because that not going to stop. It not going to change the situation. You understand? As much as we never like the taser, and people say all the thing about the taser and the pepper spray and all these things, right? It never happened. The taser still there, is there. The pepper spray is there. The intensified taser that them can turn up, the increase the amount of volts is there. What they did do was highlight a few stage shows at football grounds, you see, and just to say that they would need these things to calm down things and go to certain demonstration and create problem. You understand? Just to demonstrate that using these things will bring a situation to a halt quickly. And the Prime Minister now, who was Mayor then, turn around and say he want water cannon. You see? Now, I put it to people that Britain have one of the best fire equipment. They manage some of the best fire equipment. And even if they have to go Mars or Jupiter or somewhere to refurbish themselves, they've done that. They will do that. So when we hear that he was bringing in and somebody said them come from this country or this and that and the other, I say, well, that's because maybe them find that this other country, whether it's Sweden or Holland, they've upgraded right to a level that England is not at. So what we want to do is get a few of them and have a good look at them, examine them. Yeah, I would never think, say, that they never have water cannon here. No. And probably want to get a permit to use them, to get them to the law enforcement, that them can just, if them find it necessary to bring them out, just bring them out and spray the people them with all different color toxic fluid. Yeah, we can't even say water, fluid, you see. But nevertheless, that's what they're doing. We see and we recognize how they intend to intensify the stop and search. We should not leave that off the burner. It should be constantly be a reminder, and that's why I'm doing it. The strategies that they've come up with in changing education are, and it's not being polite, is not about change of language, is about them infringing upon our children and changing the morals and the ethical principles of our children. It's not stabilizing 3R education. No, it's about development, right? And they found ways of means of talking that up to say that they have our children or any person's children vested interests at hand. So all of a sudden now, the school, elected by their teachers who want to do whatever they want to do, have a right now to be tutoring our children in life development when it's about education. And then we have a situation where when these type of things in terms of racial abuse and so forth were brought into the educational debate, the teachers are saying that they were not as social workers. They were not welfare workers. They were teachers. Now, all you got to turn around now and you want to now be parental guardians and tutors for our children. And then you want to remove the rights of families. So there's an agenda. You understand? And these people who support certain ethics want to say they have a right. But then we have a right where people who are pedophiles. We have a right where individuals who are teachers are misusing their positions. So how much rights do the parents them have? How much rights do the parents them have? When people want to encroach on the parents them children, because it's my child, not your child. You know, after all, you're having the child for 8 hours and some, and the child obviously spending more time with you all than with us. But now you want to take the little bit of time and training of our children from us. Talking about what? That you have a right. Nah. You use a test case up there at Birmingham and you swung the pendulum to make it seem that it's a religious and not Christian. You do it to say it's a Muslim thing. So the Muslims resent, and it's the Muslims are the only ones who are crying. You're lying. It's not the Muslims alone. It's everybody that have fairness and moral, ethical principles running through them vein, and they care about them family. Them care about them children. Them care about freeness of rights. They care about rationality. You understand? You don't mention nobody else. You just highlight it as a Muslim thing. The Muslim don't like this and the Muslim don't like that. But other communities, other people, other ethnic origin do not support your thing. You understand? Your inquisitiveness and teaching our children what you all, or some of you all, are advocating. No. Right? So when you come to London, we're ready. Barris or no Barris, we're ready. You understand? You think say we're not pay attention to Birmingham. You think say we're not paying attention. And now the summer has come, you think say we're hot and we're going to enjoy carnival. No. We're paying attention. And we're going to meetings that you hold behind closed door because you have a Barris. No. It not go away and it not work like that. You understand? Where all of those others, major religious bodies, are not saying anything because them well organized in a them thing and they don't go to mainstream school. They want to go there perhaps to set 1 or 2 exam. You understand? And you don't talk about them. You only talk about the rest of us that don't have political power and financial backatives. You see? But you're wrong this time, I'm telling you. With the new Prime Minister and Brexit on the scene, we are going to be swift. You understand? Seriously. You think so we're just going to stand up there and talk and scream and everything? No. The Londoners, many of them, right, families are going to demonstrate. But we all know the legality, I tell you. We are going to be at your Prime Minister, we're going to be Educational Secretary, we're going to be everywhere. Everywhere. You understand? Except the Home Office. We're going to be everywhere, trust me. We see the Home Office because the Home Office deport people. Okay, enough of that one and that take place, right? We are serious about that. Right, the intolerance that takes place with us is because we accept that behavior as African Caribbean people. We accept that behavior. And the reason we say we accept that behavior is because we don't do nothing really substantially to make the system and the political parties understand that we understand and we are not in the acceptance of this kind of behavior that they're portraying on our children. Because once this type of attitude and disregarding of our human rights is being violated, our children, or anyone for that matter, becomes traumatized. And now you're taking children that just come out of primary school and you're inflicting this type of behavior and attitude on them. And then you're humiliating them in public place. You understand? And no one talks about what type of effects it has on them mentally, right? No one speaks about the fact that they don't have the will or the motivation to participate or involve themselves within the educational environment, because they're leaving home on their way to school and they're leaving school on their way to home. And this is when these things occurs, right? It's not when the children are with us that you infringe upon them. No, it's when they're on their way to school and when they're leaving school. Now, the excuses are that you're having to beat down on them is that we have this knife, this crime wave, that should not be used as an excuse. What we want is that you deal with that issue, with that situation, but you also show some humanitarian courtesy, humane courtesy, when it comes to our children. Yours, you stand up and speak to them. Ours, you rough them up and throw them on the ground. And then some of your people then behave like they're in the army by taking the damn nasty foot and put on top of them. I've seen it. And that's something may I say. It's something I saw. And it's something I question. Yeah? You understand? And the officer turned around and tell me it's not my business. Do you understand? And one said, if you don't move, the same thing will be happening to you. You understand? So this is the way they speak, man. This is the way they speak. So I don't know what kind of training our colleagues, our people, offers you for the sake of money. I don't know. You see, because we get treated very bad. And when we're at home, our people don't treat we bad. Them chat, and we know for chat, and them chat. And then we know say, them control the road. Yeah. Them is the law. They make we know that. And we're not against them being the law, you know. But them do that. But they don't rough way up and carry on and treat we bad, because you lot love dogs. And you don't treat us like how you treat for your dog. Do you understand? I don't know. I've never seen how you treat a mouse or a rat, because you had the plague here. So you must say I always used to treat them good too, because that's why there was so much of them around. You understand? So I'm not being facetious. I'm telling the truth as it is. You understand? When we arrive, they become less and less rat and mouse. We not live with them. And cockroaches. And now you're treating our children like rat and mouse and cockroach. No, we can't accept that. We can't tolerate that. Not accept it. We can't tolerate that, because it's been going on for far, far, far too long. Right? I've experienced it all the way to the 60s right up to here. Something needs to be done. You understand? Not changing of office, changing of tactics, changing of methodology. the acceptance, the fact that we are human beings, and you should stop treating us as savages, and you should stop racially offending, abusing, and disrespecting and disregarding us, right? You so-called politician in the black community, you need to understand that. David Lammy, all of you, man, this is not should be a discrimination conversation. No, man, it's a racist conversation. Racist conversation. And until you meet the thing headway, our children condition and circumstances not change anytime soon. You see? So we feel about that. We feel, you know what I mean? It needs to be understood. Yes, and institutionalized as well, because in the school, in education, I mean, throughout the whole institution, right? Hospital, what it? People that talk about the elders in the hospital, they're treated bad. But you see, black people, we are being forgotten. In the appointments room, in the waiting room, we're forgotten. Yeah? It's just that we don't stand there and show, and our bodies show the bruising and everything, you know. Seriously, right? And if we start crying and everything, nobody don't look at us really to say, well, boy, that elder is been here now 6 hours. We've been just ignored. You understand? So when their children them come like me now and start to say something, they tell us to calm down. Huh? Insulting us again. Calm down. Calm down for what? What are you talking about? Accusing us of violating some rules and regulations. Calm down. Oh, please. Just calm down. And before you know it, this calm down business goes on, and then you call a whole heap of coppers and everything else, and then they come saying the same thing, calm down. And my auntie, my uncle, my cousin, my mother is still there. 6 hours have gone. Now we're going into the 7th, moving on to the 8th hour, but doctor still didn't turn up. And her name is not even known by none of you. You see? And sometimes the ambulance drop them off. So how the hell you don't know their names? How the hell you don't even know what area they come from? How the hell you don't have no contact with for them doctor? Hey! And you're telling us to calm down. What are you talking? See? Putting us on that list. Racism, offensive, loud, abusive, this. That's what you do. That's what you do. And it goes up the chain. And everybody says that's how they were. And none of these people that's there now had any encountering with me, or my sister, or my brother. Nobody. But they just using the word, calm down. And then you walk off with your police friend and some others, and then start writing up some papers, and then what? Have the audacity to transfer, right? Or say that they should go to another hospital, which is about 4 miles away from there, and you can't tell us the reason why you're doing that, because you don't know what was wrong with my mother, my uncle, my auntie, no one, because you didn't know even her name. But 6 hours preceded all of this conversation. This kind of behavior is what we are also experiencing. Yes, but carnival is around the corner. And our children is being offended, and our children are being groomed, and our children are committing some hideous crimes because they're killing each other. But we're getting ready for the carnival. If I had my way, there won't be no carnival. Right now, the carnival should be ceased because we have a problem. What's the problem we have? We're losing the lives of our youngsters, our young people. And a 1 year, and a 2 year, and a 3 year. You understand? And until we do something serious. Huh? So if Boris now did listen to some of us and would just say, cancel the carnival this year. Why? Because we're losing our children. That's why. That's why. What you want? The White Wings to have a demonstration to help us save our children? What? That's what you want? I think that's what a lot of people think. that some white groups are going to turn around and say, let me go help these black people, let me go help these Caribbeans. No, they're not. It just shows that we don't really care. We just care about amusement and play. And so far, with all these festivals, you know how much money we've made or we've been part of making for other people, as well as some pittance for ourselves. But still we need buildings. Still we need schools. We need educational structures that we can teach our children, instead of learning how to use a knife, instead of trying to find some coke or whatever it is they're using, that we can also influence them. Instead of talking about all the youth clubs, that we can have facilities that they can attend and use based on the resources that we make available for them. See? But we're too busy enjoying ourselves to let other people enjoy themselves and make money for other people that don't care a damn and have an interest in our life expectancy. Because it's our culture. Whenever you look at it, it's all about our culture development. It's all about how we perceive our culture and how we perceive our value. But since we're not focusing, we have been planning since last year for Carnival. Many groups have been making costume all year. And some of them get money for go all of Brazil and have a good look at certain techniques, and waste of time, waste of money. So you see, why should someone value us when we don't value ourselves? Yeah, you're saying, I bet some years ago he wasn't like this. You don't know me. I was always like this. It's only now I can talk on a platform called an internet radio or whatever. I was always like this. Because I have my grandparents, them teaching and guidance. It's always like this. And not yesterday, and not today. It's always like this. You see? Okay. So, the value of ourselves as a people, I'm going to show you so that Malak El-Shabazz understood and was trying to make us and others that belong to us as African black people all across the globe recognize and realize that it was human rights and we are very important people and we have to do for self. You understand? Because the man never sent us back home. He never took us back home. He never encouraged us to go back home. He never gave us the means to go back home. And he still did not tell us exactly what part of the continent we come from. He didn't tell us anything. But yet still, I've grown up and witnessed him plagiarizing another people and helping them to make themselves acquainted with a landmass, a country that they don't come from. Also a language also that is not theirs. Hey, so we know as young people going to school here that it was possible for him to do the same thing to us. What's that? Make us know what area of Africa, what country within the continent of Africa we came from, what was the tongue that our people spoke, and what was their history, right? So we get that background. And yes, so we can mentally integrate with self. But no, it kept us to integrate ourselves with for them culture and their reality. And now look where we've turned out to be. Football's might, you know what I mean? And on the football pitch, we're getting racially abused, whether we play for England or not. See? Whether we play for England or not. And that's in cricket as well as football. You see, I dropped the Cockney translation because that's part of the whole integration thing, you know what I mean? Yes, mate. And nothing works. Nothing works. Yeah, okay, you get one of these Stormzy, this guy. There's lots before him, a Lenny Henry, the comedian, Charlie. Yeah, we always get one every 5 years or so. You know what I mean? We don't get a bushel of us. Just get one, and then they turn around and tell us. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at Stormzy. He's made it. He's got money in it. Look at Ian Wright and all. That's what they do. Understand? What am I advocating? Stop Rarty playing games. Understand? Chris Hughton, you should have a football team, a black football team. Long time to Rarty. You get humiliated all the time. Get these clubs out of relegation, bring them up, show them the ropes, everything else. You're Cockney, man. You're there at Tottenham. You know the ropes, man. You're not even black. You're black, but you're not black, dark. That everybody, the people them scared of you. Rarty, you're not. But you still keep going. It's about time you go Africa. Or go back home. Go Jamaica somewhere. You understand? Among the people. And even here in England, revolutionize the place. The first black team, Rarty, beside the Continentals. Yeah, you got to remember something, Sir Regis and all them, they belong to the Continentals. Larry Cunningham and all them. That's my generation. That's my time. Hey, what happened? Do that, Star. Have a word with Graf Cooks. You understand? Oh, Crookie, talk to him. And all of a sudden, you know what you did? You would have a team equal to any Rarty team there in England. It's only that we don't have no millions. But we are slap them backside every week to Rarty. I tell you. Out of 36, how much game you play a season? You probably lose 12. Trust. You understand? Brand new team. Because guess what? The whole of Africa go on part of your team. And the whole of Brazil go on to your team. And those unknowing down there, Argentina. Listen, man. Hey, you talk about something big, may I get an idea. Chris Hughton. I don't know how I got there, but I've got there. Chris Hughton. That's what you need to do. Look in yourself, black man. You see? And you're good. May I tell you, you revolutionized the whole of Europe. Because look at the French team. Come on, man. Even if you pay them all the minimum Rarty of 20,000 for the first 4 years to us, I tell you, there's no bank that can accommodate after that. You understand? Seriously. Because say we're going to be in attendance. You understand? We're in attendance. So when them don't want to come see, yeah, we did it. You don't have to worry about fan club. You don't have to worry about income coming through the tour gates. We did it. Could you imagine? Black Caribbean United playing Liverpool to Rarty. There won't be no space up there. Caribbean United playing Manchester United. There won't be no space. Caribbean United playing Manchester City, the alleged halal team. To Rarty. No space again. You understand? And when we come to London to Rarty, we have to go Wembley every time. Seeing? Chris Hughton, I get an idea. And all them other guys, them. Ian Wright, all of them. Graf Crooks, a lot of them, man. Seriously. If Larry Cunningham was here, we don't have to say that. Because he's a rebel just like me. You understand? I'm a junior to him. And this would have happened long time. Tell them, Keith. Long time. You understand? So, that is the ad for the promoter man them out there. That now do nothing with the money and just wasting time, collecting people money, getting ready for sound clash, sound competition and all kind of Rarty thing. And then the big tours them. You understand? Idleness, man. And all that money. And none of it is spent in the African Caribbean culture community. None at all. Not in the gate, nor remember the brother culture at all. No time, no reef, no lane, no nothing. You understand? So why would people value us when we don't value ourselves? You see? Someone says, but him like music. Of course I do. It's our thing. But who's organizing it? I'm a Muslim. You think some associate the fact that I'm a Muslim and I'm not going to the mosque? No. That's my life, my death. So that is being observed. So back to the rhythms. And you're going to play some rhythms, yes. Do you like rhythms? Yes. I can't eat them though. It can earn me money to have food, but I'm not doing this right now. So those of you who have this understanding, this feeling to say, cha, 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 no, don't bother with it. Don't bother with it, because you know what it is I'm saying. Yeah? You know what I'm saying. And you know that you wouldn't like the fact that the shit hit the fan and it's at your door, right? And everybody else that have a big mouth like me, I say one thing and we now do the other. You see? And you yourself, that divorce yourself from conversation like this, now you wonder what to do and you want people to rally around you. You understand? Have a word with the Lawrence family. Seriously. Them leave one district, to move somewhere else saying that, yeah, things will be better because them are sitting around too much black people to write it. Ask them to tell you the truth. Neville would. You understand? He would. He'll tell you straight away. We move to brighten up with life, and you know what I mean? And then we move in a place where it's densely populated with black people and rare and it mess up to write it. Them go right into the Ras Lions, them mouth. You see? And there's lots of our people like that. They want to move away from being around so much of us. They want to go new pastor and finish up right in a trouble. Finish up in a trouble. You understand? So, think about these things. And then there's another lot of us that divorce our children. We have them and we don't take responsibility for them. It's always about the man, it's all about the woman, all sorts of complications, right? That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's your child, it's our child, it's my child. Huh? How are we here? Someone looked after us. Are you going to say that your mother and your father divorced you, so you're going to carry the same shit down on your child? Nah, you're lying. You're lying, man. Right? But the behavior that you have is the one that you're portraying. But your mother and father did not divorce you. Divorce us. Did not happen. Do you understand? It didn't happen. How did we get like that? Go forth and multiply. Huh? Without responsibility. I don't hear none of the white services them turn around and say that the black people them need education. I don't hear any black worker, social worker, or welfare worker said we need education. Cause them know we know. So they don't beat on that drum that we need education. Education for child rearing, education for maintenance, education to being a good father and a responsible father, education to take good care and counseling of your children and making sure that you love the partner that you're with and you've been sincere to her all the way through. Because when you was passionately doing your thing, you was telling her how much you love her and rare, and so forth. And the minute she tells you and says she's pregnant, you gone. Playing Jim Screechy, hopscotch and everything else. You're not a rugby player anymore, God damn it, you're a sprinter. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, we need to buck up. We need to buck up. So, what's the solution? I tell you, get rid of the pastors, them, or re-educate the pastor, them. See, all these people that's in the church place there, re-educate them. Just make them know, see, no one a pastor. What do you want me to be? What would you like? A shepherd. Why? Because you have to attend to the flock. He has to. You can't make a pastor take the responsibility, being a pastor, and take care of flock, because he won't do it. He will hide. You have to train him to accept responsibility. You understand? As a shepherd. And if he reads his book properly, he would know. Right? So he skipped through the thing. And he didn't give himself that position. He took that position because the theological people, their institution, is who have taught him. And he's doing their bidding. We need them to do our bidding. And we don't need them ones that keep talking about pie in the sky and all these things. You know what I mean? No. They need to be rationally dealing with life as it is and how we're experiencing it on a day-by-day basis and plan for the future. See? Growth expectancies. Yeah. It's sad when you hear somebody say, or the state says, or council says, that there's so much African Caribbean that's got A grades and they're awarded a scholarship or something to go to Eden or to go to Oxford or Cambridge. No. We've always been there, man. So all of a sudden they're going to say that. That means they've been keeping us out. And then all of a sudden we've got through and they start, hooray, 1, 2. No, forget that. Huh? Are we supposed to boost that all the while? All the while. You understand? And they're making it like all of a sudden in 73 years, we just caught up. What you talking about? So we don't even have no promotion. Yeah, Baroness Amos is doing her thing, but we don't have no promotion for the excellence of ourselves as a people, to our culture. We just go through this thing, mobile, hey, all of that. That was us, and then it went Asian us, and then it went Caucasian us, and rotted, and it gone. Somebody turned around and said, it's racist. You know, you're having an award for just black people. I mean, what about the Asians? What about other people of color? I mean, you know, yeah. And then, and my wife was part of she know the bodies that bring that thing to fruition. And that's how they were attacked. They were made to feel that they were prejudiced, they were racist, they were discriminating, and so on, every rotted year. So no, it was either you come down a notch so that you can get the event, put the event on and get the right premises to do so. See, it's always a hiccup. You understand? They screw us over. Yeah, we were involved. My wife is involved. We know all the people them, right? Well, they're a bunch of different peoples now, but we know how it was formed. We know how the idea was born and so forth. Yeah. And these people had money. It wasn't about to make money. It was about to make black people have something there, to make black people feel proud of themselves. You understand? And then all of a sudden, different peoples, because you need to use other venues. And those who had money wasn't prepared to give up some of their money. Yeah. They weren't prepared to sponsor. So our ambassadors, I'm going to drop that piece now, the ambassador, those people, we still need them. We still need to holler at them, but we can't holler at them when we're not doing nothing for ourselves. You understand? They're getting ready to come and visit the carnival because them know say the bunch of jackasses, that's what we're getting ready to do, so they're going to do that. So if we stop for a second, right, and embrace those people and tell them what they're not doing and what we need them to be doing, you see there'll be a change at the top. But, you know, there's no change up there because we ain't doing. You understand? They're going to get ready to tell you or tell us or tell those who are involved in that, what you call the thing, independence, that's not independent. You understand? That this is what things are. So what I'm now, everybody, right, is going to get themselves hype up with independence. And they like that, the ambassadors. No one is saying, listen here, we don't have no business, you know. No. No one is saying, hey, here what happened? You know, we don't have no supermarket. We can't even control for your own food. Chacha man control everything. We're just consumers. Them feel good to get a shake hand. Them feel good to sit down with them and have a drink. That's it. Yeah. Foolishness. Foolishness. See? And we feel important because we get to shake them hand. And we get together and organize an independent something, and they came. And still leave and go Birmingham, wherever, and splash out. But what about our needs? What about our values? No one says a damn word. No one colors them and say, listen, we don't have this, and our children have been brutalized. You know how much children we lost this year? Hey, you understand? Other communities do these things. Our priorities are not right. One day I turned around and said that we need to cooperate. Develop cooperation. And last weekend, me hear the conversation. And me feel good, but nobody never turn around and say, boy, me hear you bang on them words there now. And I don't know if you're dealing with it from an Islamic perspective or you're dealing with a general perspective, but you know what? When I view it, yeah, man, we need to cooperate. We need to integrate. We need to develop powerful relationship so that we have black power. We're black powerful in the United Kingdom. So then I say to myself, but it's a good thing. But are they jumping on the bandwagon just for the sake of highlighting some words? Let it run a course and different people turn up and them get an orgasm and everything remains the same. So I drop it to my wife and she said, once you are echoing it, don't change it. Do not change it. And from any value you want to use it. Because it is the way we run our lives as Muslims. But the balance is how every human being should be running their lives. And when you look at government, politics, social government, local government, they have to cooperate. And even if they're in disagreement about something, they still work for the common purpose, the common good. We're the ones that don't do that. So because you were involved in statutory and so forth, keep doing what you're doing. And remember those teenagers around you, they're paying attention too. So forget the others that are trying to deal with sound bites. And I said, wow. So you was listening. She said, it's you who stopped. I just came in to hear what you do. And you stopped. I said, you changed the whole atmosphere. She said, no, I didn't change the whole atmosphere. It's you who changed, not me. You saw me and something happened. So if you was doing something wrong, right, you need to ask yourself. If you were about to do something wrong, you need to ask yourself, but I know that when you saw me, you stopped. See? And that's the truth. So, cultural dependency. Yeah? We need that. And we need some historians, some good teachers talking about this culture, looking at this culture and breaking it down. Yeah. Not just saying that this is our culture and then it alludes to the fact that it's all about some musical genre or, hey, it's deep. And we need some of our brothers and sisters from the continent that can also put a perspective to us really about their cultural values. Because we need this. Not we are misguiding because we're not guiding our children. And when they say to us, that's a long thing, you got to remember someone else is influencing them. The school with their new train of thought, and the street scammers, abusers, and I can't go into the church on that because those who attend the church, they're safe. Because they have an environment. Let's not fool ourselves on this. They have an environment. So I'm not ridiculing the church. I'm just ridiculing the fact. I'm not ridiculing. I am just saying that the pastors, them people that are preaching up there, them need to change them criteria. And the reason I'm saying that is because they'll be responsible for me also. Every imam is responsible for all Muslim. Him not responsible for no Pakistani, no Indian, right, and so on. He's responsible for all. It's called the Ummah al-Islam. That's what some black people stand aside and said, you see that one there? Them just, no. You're coming with a bad eye. You see? He's responsible for all the people, them. All the different cultures, yes. He's one person. Him can advise, facilitate, but him can't grab everybody and say, do this. But when it comes to Juma, his message, his direction is for all of us. And those ones who, the mosque that you're going to, and it's in your vicinity, your area, which is your community, whether it's Tottenham, whether it's Camden, listen, he's responsible for that jurisdiction. He's responsible for there. So everything him say is all about what is happening there, right? In around there. Businesses that's closing, businesses that is required, health, education, everything. Where's ours? Where's our minister that focus on the collective? And that's the reason, that's part of the reason why we want the shepherd. This pastor is working for the religious charitable consulate, and they direct them. No, we want shepherds that's free, that love us and love God and fear God. You understand? In fear God, that means he not manipulate my child. He's not going to try sex my wife. He's not going to try sex my daughter. He's not going to molest my son. No. You understand? That's the fear of God Almighty. And then they have to be honest and truthful and upright. We have some imams, they're human beings, you know. Them do all kind of thing too. So it's not that me I throw aspersions and I try to make things look like over here clean and tidy. No. Over here should be 100% clean and tidy. Yes. But anytime there's something, you bet your bottom ass dollar, we're on top of that. All Muslims. It's the government that tried to make out that we don't have an answer to what them call terrorism, because them seduce people and they got their own people that's not Muslim. Them have some Ras names that we never hear before, and we can't find those names any which way, but them put them out there. Shibis Ali and so forth. They will drop the Ali and stuff like that in there. Yeah? And we're kind of amazed. Who are these people? You see? And sometimes you try to follow them and go to the court to write, you don't see nobody. And they're going to tell you the reason why is that they need to keep the person out of sight and everything and withhold them and all kind of thing. You understand? Because all of a sudden now them see that we have a genuine interest in this particular case. And we can't see the people. We can't see them. The whole barely can't see that person to write it. There's somebody there talking on the behalf of the person and so forth and so forth. And the trial is taking place. This is in England, man. You think so we're not stupid? You think so that? Right it. And we've gone through a whole heap of these things. And we have Muslims that are really violating the rules, violating the law of this country, offending and abusing and so forth. So we're not going like say we angelic. No. What I'm saying is that our imams, you understand, make it clear that Saleh has just done some atrocious things in terms of peddling drugs. That's it, man. That's it. Talk it up. You know, hide the thing and sweep it underneath the carpet. And then you have some others, you know, true to them ethnic origins and so forth. them get a blight, and then the thing busts out like up there, hold them and everything else. And you have all these goddamn big men, yeah, assaulting little teenagers and having a sex ring and so forth, prostitution ring and everything of children. You understand? If it's my country to write it, all of them got jail and you have to fling them ass all out of the country. But this is what happened. This is what happened. Big grown men. You understand? That nobody can see for them girl child head and nobody can see for them wife head. But yet still them go out there and seduce little British children, I have to say, it's the truth, and turn them into art, seduce them into all kind of thing. Yeah? You understand? Big men, growing men, and them know better, coming from Eastern Europe and India and these places. No, this is not good. So I'm saying that to make you know that me's not an narrated hypocrite. So don't bother with that with me. You understand? It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala me fear. You see? Not man. I mean, I defend no man, represent no man. And I don't need to represent myself. Seriously. I speak the truth as I know what it is. And leave it when I don't know. Simple. So, responsibility, right? And cooperation. Yes. Oh, on Thursday, I have to do chemistry. The chemistry too big. I want to bring one of something from the Bible and show you how them whiten up this Bible. My sister sent it to me. I want to bring it to her quick. But I want to drop a Dennis Emmanuel Brown. Keep my eye up here on the YouTube and see if YouTube gonna mute my Dennis Brown. Not mute it, but talk something about it. So before me do that, I go Dennis Brown first. This is a break. This is called a musical break. Dennis Emmanuel, man, listen, man, what a tune. Wicked. Cultural expression, things and times roll into one, man. Top gear, watch it. Dennis.
Out with someone new.
I'm gonna take them 20 seconds.
To see.
Rhythm.
Had me pouring out my heart.
Full of culture, y'all.
You had go down in your mind. No. Stop from wanting you. Oh yes, this is too good to be true. Can't stop from wanting you. Hey, my sherry amo, my sherry amo. Hey, my sherry amo. Tantalizing fulfillment with you, yes. Got my hands on set on you. It would be a dream come true. My sherry amo. Well, my sherry amo.
Ladies, you see, we don't forget on about you now. We love you now. Love you bad, bad, bad.
Oh, I was ready to receive.
And not just between the sheets. We love you genuinely.
Every pouring out my heart.
Yeah. Love my mother, man. Serious thing.
Reflecting you had a doubt.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown. Right now, you know, say I'm one of my favorite artists, you know. The younger one.
Oh yes, this is too good to be true. Can't stop from wanting you.
Yeah, man, we could have played him for our 60th. Alright. You see, I sound like Gemini. Yeah, one time you see Gemini come on Phoebe's. I tell you, man, play some Dennis Brown, and Gemini with a raw sound, you know. I'm telling you, and then play some Dennis Brown for like 2 hours. Why? You're a kid, man. I have to say respect. To be honest with you, that's the tune that should come in when this documentary is being played. So listen up. Hey, get your pen and paper, you know. You understand? Because you can review it. Listen, when I get my thing work out good, you would have see it. You understand? Me need it. Me need my son. Me need the technicians them. But you would have been able to see it. So I'm not that gifted at the present. You understand? Watch it. Listen. Make notes.
It is often said that color and race shouldn't matter. If that were true, why did Europeans deceptively change the images of historically black people to white? If color and race didn't matter, one must ask, why then was the history of black people whitewashed? Hollywood always cast ancient biblical characters as white. This deception programs the viewer to envision white people when reading scripture. During the Renaissance period, a huge makeover of history took place with a paintbrush and a lie. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen hath sought to paint the likeness of their images. For thy sanctuary is trodden down and profaned, and thy priests are in heaviness and brought low. 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48 and 51.
Today, there are only 66 books in the Bible. The late 19th century 1611 King James Version Bible, used by clergy and church members, contained 80 books. Who removed the other 14 books, known as the Apocrypha, out of the original Bible? There are several passages in the Bible that mention books not included, such as the book of Jasher. 2 Samuel chapter 1 verses 17 to 18 in the King James Version. And David lamented with his lamentation over Saul and over Jonathan his son. Also he bade them teach the children of Judah the use of the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Jasher. The book of Jasher is mentioned in the Bible, but the book itself was not included. There are actually hundreds of scriptures and transcripts that were found and not added to the Bible. This was done by the same people that changed and distorted history. Why? Did they have something to hide? The Book of Enoch contains some very interesting information in which many Christians are not familiar with. Western scholars believe that the Book of the Watchers, which is contained in the Book of Enoch, date from about 300 BC, and the latest portion, the Book of Parables, was probably composed at the end of the 1st century BC. This pretty much validates the book. Not to mention the Tertullian, 160 to 230 CE, even called the Book of Enoch Holy Scripture. The Ethiopic Church even added the Book of Enoch to its official Bible. It is wholly extant only in the Ge'ez language, with Aramaic fragments from the Dead Sea Scrolls and a few Greek and Latin fragments. This information alone has proven the authenticity of the Book of Enoch.
It's generally taught in the churches today that Noah's 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, represent 3 groups of people. Ham, the black man, Japheth, the white man, and Shem, everyone in between. If you look a little closer at the scriptures, you'll see that it reveals the truth about those 3 boys.
And after some days, my son Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech. And she became pregnant by him and bore a son. And his body was white as snow and red as the blooming of a rose. And the hair of his head and his long locks were white as wool. And his eyes beautiful. And when he opened his eyes, he lighted up the whole house like the sun. And the whole house was very bright. And thereupon he arose in the hands of the midwife, opened his mouth, and conversed with the Lord of righteousness. And his father Lamech was afraid of him, and fled, and came to his father Methuselah. And he said unto him, I have begotten a strange son, diverse from and unlike man, and resembling the sons of the God of heaven. And his nature is different, and he is not like us. And his eyes are as the rays of the sun, and his countenance is glorious. And it seems to me that he is not sprung from me, but from the angels. And I fear that in his days a wonder may be wrought on the earth. And now, my father, I am here to petition thee, and implore thee, that thou mayest go to Enoch our father, and learn from him the truth. For his dwelling place is amongst the angels.
If a black couple has an albino child today, is that child considered black or white? We all know that they're still considered black even with the presence of white skin. This albino offspring is still capable of producing children with normal brown skin. This was the case of Noah. Noah was a black albino man with a black wife and had black children, and we will prove this. Notice how Noah's father Lamech responded to him at his birth. He responded in abject fear. He wondered why his son's skin was white. He questioned if he was the child of angels, and doubted that he even belonged to him. His concern was that his son looked nothing like him or his wife. Now, if Lamech himself or his wife were white, why would they be surprised at the appearance of their son? The fact that Noah had black parents gives you an indication that he himself was not a white child, as in European, but an albino. This image is a prime example of the case of Noah, an albino dad with a black wife and 3 normal-looking children. Albino does not equate to European. Ham, the father of Mizraim, also known as Egypt, and Shem, the father of the Hebrews, more importantly the children of Israel, all look the same in appearance. Even Zondervan's Bible Dictionary prints the following: Ham is the father of the dark races, Africans, but not the Negroes. So then who is the father of the Negroes? Shem or Japheth?
Description of the Hebrews. The walls of Egypt gave a description of the people that lived there, and since the children of Israel were slaves there for more than 100 years, wouldn't there be images of the true Israelites on the walls? But how do we know what they looked like, and what did they wear? If we look closely at the scriptures, we can see with our own eyes what they must have looked like. In Amos chapter 9:7, it says,
Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord? Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt?
The children of Israel resembled the Ethiopians, which are actually Cushites, descendants of Ham's son Cush. Europeans refer to them as Nubians. Let's compare the description of the Israelites in the scriptures with the images of the so-called Nubians on the walls of Egypt. The Israelite men and women wore golden earrings as recorded in Exodus chapter 32, verses 2-3.
And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto him, Up, make us gods which shall go before us, for as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me.
The Israelite priests, which were men, wore bonnets upon their heads, a cap as hemispherical, as recorded in Leviticus 8:13.
And Moses brought Aaron's sons, and put coats upon them, and girded them with girdles, and put bonnets upon them, as the Lord commanded Moses.
The Israelites wore fringes upon their garments, as recorded in Numbers 15:37-38.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
The Israelite priests, which were men, wore a scarlet color, red girdle. The Hebrew word for girdle is abnate, which means a belt. Hebrew dictionary, belted, girded with, as recorded in Exodus 39:29.
And a girdle of fine twined linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, of needlework, as the Lord commanded Moses.
The Apostle Paul even wore a girdle, as recorded in Acts 21:11. They were a dark-skinned people. When the scriptures describe Yeshua, the one known to the world as Jesus, it mentions that he had skin like brass in the King James Bible.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
This is what the translators want you to believe. But if you do your research, you'll see that this was not true. The actual Greek and Hebrew word means burnished copper, but the Strong's Greek translation says whiteness, which is a deceptive translation. Have you ever seen a white-looking burnt penny? What are they really trying to say? That the Messiah was white? The actual meaning was brightness, like the shine of a copper coin. Notice brass is more yellow-looking, whereas copper has a more bronze appearance. Why did white translators interpret burnished copper as the whiteness of brass instead of the brightness of brass or the shine? It's also worthy to mention that the Messiah's hair was like wool, and his feet looked as if they burned in a furnace, as recorded in Revelation 1:16. When Paul was giving instructions to Timothy about the apparel of the women, he said that the women shouldn't wear braided hair, as recorded in 1 Timothy 2:9. Black women are known to wear braids. The scripture also mentions that Samson, Solomon, the Levite priest, Samuel, and Joshua, known to the world as Jesus, all had locks of hair on their heads.
Yes, Tafari. Now, the techniques, when we get the techniques right, you will be able to see as well as hear what is actually being said, and then visually you will see what is being portrayed throughout many decades. That hoodwink our parents and some of our grandparents all these years, all these centuries. You understand? And then you have to ask yourself, what is happening here? This is not a black man putting this. You understand? This is a good, and I'm saying good, not being facetious again, a good human being that's decided to expose or project out there, right, the things that have been misappropriated over these centuries, yeah? And well, the scholars them in this country, and some black ones know it, especially those that go to theological college to become preachers and everything. Them know, right? But through the money and the importance of the life that they want to live or lead, closes their conscience until them get a age or illness strike them that them start for ask God for forgiveness, or even them wife or them children or them family. Yes. You understand? Why is this important? It's important because it's not our thing. And we who's the children of slave knows that. So how comes our elders don't want to say that? It's not that they could not read. It's just all the things that's been given unto them, and the preacher them, listen, all of those people, the way them tell the stories and everything, them just got them clogged up. And they generally feel that they're speaking the truth to them. And they don't see a white and black something. And them have every right not to look at a white and black. But why did we look at a white and black? Because them traumatized us. And when we read and we research what we read, what we've been reading. So you think the Bible film got us? No. It got our parents. And there were certain times that they showed that movie. And it grabbed them even more. And when you tell them, say, listen, the Egyptians are black people. And the people them that they said that we put into slaves and everything was us again. And I keep trying to say from the time I come on this internet radio, is that you must understand is we who did ourselves in. You can't, and we have disobeyed God. We did some atrocious things. And general black people don't want to say that. They don't want to say that. But now you get some black people that go tell you say that the book is written about us. The book is saying that, yeah, we be captive and we be captured and then we be taken to a land and all these kind of things to write it. Like all of a sudden God said, listen, man, I like them people there now. Rubbish. The man went to work and dehumanizing us and take the best of what him see of us for himself. So that racial thing we call racism, that prejudice, that hatred has been there from the offset with Caucasian people. But I am saying again, it's our fault. because we are their parents. Nobody never asked we to tell them say that everything come out of our mother and father. You know? And them found that and they them feel a way to say so. You understand? So that means that they are our children. Them come out away. No matter how them twist and turn the thing. So it's ironic now that you see this child. Huh? This yellow man. You see? I'm telling you. Huh? What is being hidden so long is surely coming to light. And then you have the thing about the J. Huh? You have the thing about the J, and it's in this country. You have the thing about Latin and this J. And you are still, like my mother and all of them, you can excuse them. Why? Because them never they go to school them time there. You understand? And have the proficiency of so much books that them have at their disposal and so forth that them can just go and take up and read the thing. So anyone who try to say something different, you're lying. Because you know say that the people them never make things available to us. Huh? You know that. And no matter how good you could have write and everything, them never make it readily available to us. So everything that we got was verbal. And it's we the children that come now and say, "No, we're tired of listening to no. We forgot research the thing. We didn't even use the word research. We have to go in the library. We have to get in there somehow. And sometimes we used to go in groups and make sure we leave with a book. Whether we are a member of the library or not, we are leave with something. So if there's 7 of us to write it, all 7 we have something, we're going to share that and we're going to make documentation of certain things. And that's how we did it. We were motivated long time. By whom? A feeling. It's the truth. A feeling. And you sit down and listen to your grandparents and them just lighting you up and then your soul just take you somewhere else, man. Right? And that's how I grew. And a lot of my brethren them. So nobody gonna come here and try to dismiss me and say, we're jump on somebody's bandwagon. No, we're not. The bandwagon that's out there is trying to change things wrong. Like someone going to tell you say that the world is flat and all these things. Everything that Malachi Shabazz, Stokely Carmichael, Walter Rodney, all them people them do, them are debunk the thing. They're working, they're agents, man. They're working with somebody. Confuse our children and our grandchildren. And now here come Caucasian now. That's on this thing. And I'm going to try to show you. No, not go so. And you have 2-3 volumes now. I show you. Not just that them whitewash things. That the whole history of what them try to claim. All of the things happen in Africa. And anybody else would be a fool to think otherwise. To think otherwise. Nobody want to talk about Akhenaten. No one want to talk about Sudan. People have a chat about Arabs, and no one want to say that the Arabs were black. You want to keep chewing aspersions everywhere. And some of these other clips, you see Arabs. If you have the opportunity to go Arabia or go into deeper Egypt, you see your brothers and sisters, you see your family. And when I thought that somebody that's good there and the parents them still there and them have children and know them say, yeah, these are black Arabs. No, stop that right it. Yeah? Nonsense. You have to understand. You give Jack his jacket, and when Jack is wrong, you tell Jack he right is wrong. You just make out that somehow we did everything on this godforsaken life right. We did not. We did not. But there was some serious wrongs that been inflicted upon us. You understand? And that biggest wrong was the slavery. European variety slavery. Because you see, when me is in a war or fight with somebody and me beat them, me can take from them, me take from them family, me take from them tribe. You don't know that. You never know Africa proper. Stop trying to make out the Africa that you want. You ever know Africa proper? And that's how it used to go. Me and you could have fisticuffed Ratty, then you beat me. Huh? You can take from me, take from my tribe. My father have a gear where you want, and so forth. And sometimes the man them turn around and look upon the girl that's been promised to me. Huh? And say him want that. You know what got him? Years down the road start, may I get my arm in, because me want back what is rightfully mine. You understand? And sometimes me not even get no army and nothing that can happen. Me either could just take the beating or take death. Because if me go back and fight him again after me don't get beat, to him inherit what is being promised to me as a wife, even if it's cattle. You don't know them thing there? Yeah, man. Right? So when I ask Yusuf, Joseph, and Musa, who came first? Not one person contact me and say, such and such. Huh? And the reason we put that there now is for you to understand that it's us. And you get the liberty and you understand the journey. You see? And yet then you have the 12 sons of Yaqub. You have a family, not a state. You have to get off of that nonsense. You have it's people you deal with, we are work with. Huh? So you have the family, and the one that was missing, right, was not Reuben, was Benjamin, was missing. Huh? They don't talk about Sister Diana of the family. So who was missing? Benjamin. No, when you look at that now, these were where? They were living in the precinct, not within Egypt, but near. And their refuge and salvation, through that time, they had to be going in and out of Egypt, just like we go with their land and we go to whatever area it is for, whether it's Brent Cross, whether it's... That's what they were doing. And hard times befell them. So them have to be coming into Egypt for refuge. Not refuge from fighting, for eating, surviving, basic humanities. Yes. Moses now, Herod gonna kill the firstborn. And where was he? Where was he rescued? In the Nile. Where did he finish up? In Pharaoh's precinct. What happened to him? Pharaoh's daughter grabbed him and make him one of theirs. That means he must look like them. He can't give him an albino. He can't give him a white child. Where the white child go come from anywhere? Coming from Sudan or Ethiopia or Uganda or Tanzania. Come on, man. Let's be sensible about this whole thing. So where's your geography? So this is what happened. So now you understand about the Moses thing. They say, they were slaves. Yeah, who did it though? You never asked who did it. Who put who in slave? Who inflicted pain and torment on a people? I did. And my own people. And then you fight my ass to say, listen here, we want to leave you in. You squeeze with too much. And that's what Musa did. But before him do that, what him do? Him lick me down. I'm a boss my head and dead. And then him run. Because him know the penalty, because what? He's educated, him live there. So him fled. And then him meet up my brother. That give him more wisdom to write it. And him rejuvenate himself. Plus him get a wife. Now him get calling to write it. And then him gone back home. When him get back home, him stepbrother. Are the Dan man now. Not him stepfather. Him stepbrother is the Dan man. And him threw aspersions on him. Him say, what? Are you coming? You come back. Right it. Him said, no. This is a different setup now. I am God here. Hey, Moses, we know you. Who you dealing with? Bow down to me, man. And Moses start telling him, no, you have to bow down to your Almighty God. And Pharaoh turn around, Ramses turn around to him and say, what? You're talking to me so strong. And that's where things start going wrong for him. But it went wrong for Ramses. Because Ramses attacked him, Moses defend himself. And him defend himself with what God tell him for say. So you gotta get to understand the thing right. See? And then you look upon us. The whole thing is about us. Right, you got to put somebody else in there. Now, who come and take for we land? The Romans and these Hyksos people. The Hyksos them left to right it, but the Romans, Mark Antony and all them people them, and before him too, they want some of our sweetness. And what did Akhenaten do? Fled. May I tell principle today now? Forget the monotheism. He fled. What did he fled? What? You think he run away by himself? Him take the people them with him. And some of the people they want to stay. And them stay and become subservient to the Romans. And some Greeks. When I don't read, man, when I play around and let Caucasian them twist on the up and down. Because when I want to be important with them. And all of a sudden, we is angelic black people, we not do nothing wrong. How you mean? We do the right thing wrong in the first place. And when God has sent messengers to clap our ass and make we change, we refuse, we become stubborn. We became stubborn. Stiff-necked. Now, Isa, that when I refuse to call him Isa, that have all these different names, that you call him Christ and Jesus and everything, him come. And when I join other forces and laugh upon him, and only a small faction of people them, I support him, but him never get crucified. He's always able to escape the tyranny. Now you come make Caucasian tell you, say, that he died for your salvation. When it's Rome who was trying to find him, when it's Rome who's trying to imprison him, when it's Rome who's trying to castrate him, kill him, and murder him. Listen, all them stories there. It's Rome. It's not a black government. It's no black pilot. But who I tell you that? Somebody there you say now embrace Islam. No, me know this when it's Rasta. Me know this when I read Christian book. Because I research. I had a very good teacher named Mr. Rubich for history. And tell it, don't ever take it short, keep going. Because that person history is that person history. Check it with another one. And make notes. You understand? But now somebody of this day going to tell you, all of that about what white people found. Yeah. Well, today now, as a Muslim, we have archaeologists too. Yeah. You see? W.D. Muhammad, him never just come talking. Institutions were set up. Good learning were offered, and people had to go away. Not had to, they did. They volunteered to go away and learn. Now we're unveiling things. We started long time in Ethiopia, and we started long time in Sudan, and we started long time in Timbuktu. Yes. What? Uncovering and reading and deciphering African texts. And I say it like that because it's our text. And that's why the word over here is used that we can read. We're not reading to show off. We can read and decipher things, yeah, for ourselves. Not waiting for someone else that don't look like us to tell us. Not that we don't want that to happen, but we are also in the driving seat. We're not just there listening. We're in the driving seat also. You understand? So these things are important. Important, so that we don't leave this earth dead and crazy, and leaving our children to be servitude slaves if they stay alive. Come on, man, let's be sensible about things. Yeah, let's be sensible. Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
everything I say. You've got my heart, yeah.
That's why I branch it off now. On Thursday, we are going to talk, you understand, on Thursday, man, reflection of ourselves. So that's why I go on for we communities, are we areas them. And this, on Friday, we are clock all of these things. So as soon as we get it all right, I'm going to bring up that thing there so you can see the video and everything. We're good to go. First round of the secondary school. We now go college. We should have been in college. We should have been a student that get graduated, but that never happened. So over here, we're going to get graduated. Settle. We are going good with YouTube.
Said you were gonna make my day.
It's all about learning.
And you'll do anything I say. You've got my heart, yes, dancing.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown, we are singing to the women.
Dancing like it's never danced before. Hey, oh, make my day. Take me there and everywhere I've never been before. Take me there. Take me where I've never been before. Oh, love. Got that cute little thing about you. Can't help thinking of you. See, I loved you from the start. Well, I loved you with every beat of my heart. And I asked myself, can I do without you? Oh no, can't go on without
Proper
you.
things, man. Listen.
This love of mine is so divine. Hey, see, I loved you from the start. Loved you with every beat of my heart. Oh girl, take me there. Well, oh,
Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
take me there. Take me there and everywhere I've never been
Yes.
before. Oh, love. Take me there.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown. Yeah, man. We have some problem with the microphone at the moment, but we'll sort that out.
Make my day. Take me there and everywhere I've never been before. Oh, love. Take me there. Take me where I've never been before. As she held my hand and led me into her bedroom. Oh, I could tell but trembling. Oh Lord, I knew what was in store. Please let me have some more for sure. Oh girl, go on. Take me there. Take me there. Take me where I've never been before. Oh Lord, go on. Take me there. Oh yeah. Take me where I've never been before. Oh Lord. Take me where I've never been before.
See what him say? Take care where you've never been before. You see? And that's what we do on the station here. We take on where you never been before, and then you say something like, yeah, that was very familiarized with that. All this skylarking. May I try a thing, because you know what? No content disturbances come up. But this is Augustus Clark with Augustus Pablo. 1973. Yes, the mighty Augustus Pablo and Augustus Clark. Gussie. I go reminisce about this, because you see this time here, my mother make sure I gone down to Wilson Technical College so we can get some knowledge in electronic engineering. Yeah, man, give me an ultimatum. You understand? Even the girl that I got engaged to, her mother do the same with my mother. Ultimatum. You either do that, no engagement. Yeah, Augustus Clark and Augustus Pablo, boy, help me out, man, I tell you. Changed my life. Yeah. Why? Gussie was studying too. Lord Coos. And you see them time there? Them time there now you have to learn you have to be able to write. If you couldn't write, you have nothing. You understand? And I mean write, you know. So you see what we used to do? My brother named Johnny. You understand? Sit down and formulate a letter. And write letter. You understand? To Aquarius, Harry J. Randy's. Yeah. Tubby's. You understand? Yeah. Concerning music. Derek Harry, oh yeah, we can't forget Derek. We've been with Derek now for about 30 years. Yeah. You understand? I saw we had to do things. I met pimp pal of all of these people. I tell you. See, it's all about the reading, yes, but it's also about writing, which is communication. And then we have all these Garvey people. Yeah? What the hell are you all doing, man? You know, I can't read, I can't write, I can't implement. You understand? And what, £6 every fortnight, go with 12 record. You understand? And the only person that give with hard problems, tough time, was Harry J. See? Harry J. Everybody else, punctual. You understand? But when you get a tune from Harry J, you get your 2 tune or 3 record from Harry J. If it's 3, 2 of them first class. You're the one you have to ask to say what's going on. So when Breakfast in Bed came out, we were one of the first lot to write it that play that tune. Why? Because he sent it to us as wax. You see? Cox 1, them had it. You see? Yeah. Cox 1, Castro Brown. You see? And no, not Jesus.
Clip, clap, clappity, 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 hi.
Yeah. Roast fish and cornbread.
Clappity, 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 hi.
Bulla.
Roast fish and cornbread. Hey, 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 yeah. Roast fish and cornbread. Yeah. Roast fish and cornbread. Yeah. Roast fish and cornbread is a vital video.
The band called the Mighty Gladiators, along with Mr. Blackheart,
yeah.
Scratch, Lee Perry.
And from it vital, title, yeah. Hallelujah, and Yakra to you. Dreadnought, and fear not to. Skunk it in the backyard, yeah. Rock it in the backyard, yeah, yeah.
Cultural expression, man. We're serious.
Don't be tired. Go be tired. Go be tired. Yeah. Roast fish and cornbread. Yeah. Roast fish and cornbread. Yeah. Dreadnought and peanut. Yeah. Peanut and dreadnought. Yeah. Skunk it in the backyard. Hey, hey.
Your box feel good, eh?
Rock it in the backyard. Hey. Skip do bama de bam bam booty visise. Skibby va bam bam be. Visava.
A scratch, leaper.
Talking about roast fish and cornbread. Hey. Roast fish and cornbread, yeah. Yeah. Dreadnought and peanut. Hey, hey. Peanut and dreadnought.
Them time there, we just finish making, me and my brethren, a transistorized preamp, cutting out bass, flashing treble and mid-range. No filter switch, just, yeah man, verbal capacitor. Fantastic. Come like a graphic equalizer, I tell you. Very proud, and my mother was very proud of me.
No matter where you go, no matter what you do, if you don't have love, no, you got nothing at all.
Whoa, yeah. Can you spare me a minute or two? See, I've got some things I've got to say to you. Why you do the things you often do? Hey, got me hanging, and I don't know what to do. Got me singing, whoa, baby doll, whoa, you're calling me fire, whoa, baby doll, whoa, ooh, whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. You know, you are one in a million, and the choice is you, yes. One in a million, you are, yes, yes. One in a million, oh, well. Keep me, baby, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, whoa.
See, we have to move up. Sugar man. We test the waters. And we run over time.
gonna let you down. So have no fear, Jah children have no fear. Have no fear, Jah children have no fear. Have no fear.
Rhythm, full of culture, yeah.
No, 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 no. When you turn all the you can do no more. There's no health for sure. When you turn all the you can do no more. Just look at our own land.
We don't need no other man to do this for we, you know. We know how to do it for ourselves. See it? Listen. And what we are saying really, you have all these great people them out there to collect award. And that me I say, you know, you can't, where you do that for? Yeah? Support yourself. Back yourself. Stop whitewashing things. Yes, sugar man. Listen. I don't care a damn. This old man, listen.
This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on the pun. Knick-knack, I want to give another bone. This old man came rolling home with a knick-knack, I want to give another bone. This old man came rolling home. Ooh yeah, he's always around in this town, going around in this town.
The time is 8:15, running over time. We have to get normal, you know what I mean? Can't keep to this type of thing. Get professional.
He played tree, he played knick-knack on my knee. This old man, he played four, he played knick-knack at my door. With a knick-knack, I want to give another bone. This old man came rolling home. With a knick-knack, I want to give another bone. This old man came rolling home. Yeah, he's always around in this town, going around in this town. Yeah, I'm talking about this old man. He played pipe, he played knick-knack with my pipe. With a knick-knack, I want to give a dollar bone. This old man came rolling home. This old man, he played.
Mighty Sugar Man. See? Artists we dry, you know. He thinks we fool. Watch a selector. Selector!
No vacancy, no vacancy. You can't get no job. No vacancy.
Why? He's a DJ.
I wake up in the morning. I make a early track sing. I job me gone seeking.
Yeah, Inspector. Go on.
Pull it up, selector. Pull it up, selector. A Lego this year one, yeah.
Yeah, man, of the roots once again. Rockers reggae music.
You can't get no job.
Yeah, DJ.
No vacancy.
Special request.
I make a early track sing. I job me gone seeking.
Culture expression, man. Listen.
Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy.
Inspector.
They must you want me commit robbery.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. Tell me how me I go feel me pick me. I no try, me no try. But I just can't get a blind. Applying to the factory. I'm on clothes look so shabby. And the people just watch me. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. They must see want me commit to robbery. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. Tell me how me I go feel me pick me. Woy, woy, woy. No vacancy. No vacancy. Especially if you are naughty. Woy, woy, woy. no vacancy. No vacancy, especially if you are naughty.
Who want me for commit robbery?
Alright, I fi try a little hustling. I raise few shilling from me I dream. I go and try a little selling. I sell peanuts with the sound string up. So if you see I with a bag, a heightened and salted me have. Whoa yo, no vacancy, no vacancy. They must see want me commit robbery. Everywhere you go, it's no vacancy. They must see want me commit robbery. Everywhere we go, it's no vacancy. Tell me how me I go feel me pick me. I'm a woman, she a breed again. Tell me where me I go do my hair. I'm a woman, she a breed again. Tell me where.
Yeah, man of the roots once again. Rockers reggae music.
This is the soul vibration that rock the nation. Great booga booga from Aruga. Mom, you dada Jap Center. My killer Bram Bram lock it to me snack Ugati. While I present a Iggy Iggy. Mom, you dada a Jap Center. Then your killer Bram Bram. And me and you are two of them ya. And them a sell a question zit zit zaide.
Yeah, put on your shoes.
Aso.
Skank easy. I agree.
Then you crank it.
Yeah.
Then you grab the girl child and you rub her down the line. Then you skank it. Then you crank it.
Yeah.
Hit it, jump. Rock it, jump. Rock it. Kick it. Kick it. Kick it. Reaper. Reaper. Kick it.
People.
Kick it. Mash it. Mash it. Stop it. Jog it. Reaper. Hick it. Hick it. Hick it. Skank it. Hick. 1,
2,
2, 3. Rabbit. Like a rabbit.
Put
Like
it in your pocket.
Alabama rabbit. Great booga booga from Aruga. Mom, you dada Jap Center. My killer Bram Bram lock to me snack.
Yeah, one thing I want to tell you, when people are trying to come to England, or even me, I go America, we have a visa. You have to get clearance. You don't get on the border and then someone come tell you, say, them just receive a letter. No, not no go so. You understand? Man, them want to promote something, you see? And take away over here as fool. So now all of a sudden you go get ready and everything. They might try to get you to gear up. There's nothing wrong with the brother. But why you have to do them kind of punk out something there? Eh? And think say we down here some bunch of jackass. Cause all of them there upon is a scam. See? And that we just look at. You understand? Man have to come here, sir. Man have to go do the right things. You do the right thing, you apply for visa. You get the visa, you're on your way. The man was sitting in his Ross place and make a scene, right? So now everybody here go get ready. You see? You gotta understand the way these people are hustling now. So that brother they're supposed to do things different. Seriously. Because what he's been doing all along is something that's required. But how them a treat we? Eh? You understand? And using the medium or the media to false propagate or propaganda. What kind of rubbish is that? So then you don't know who to trust when people are going with all these different forms of shakedown. Rubbish, man. Stop it. Stop it. We're not ignorant over here. Yeah, imagine if we keep with pounds in with rotted pocket. Stop it, man. You understand? Make people then feel say something genuine. We gotta deal with. You understand? And the other big one too. School. Yes. That's my rant for now. Cause you're gonna get it on Thursday. I put all of them to you in context. Cause we are not idiots cross here. You understand? To people come and abuse us and misuse us and all them something there. But this is a nice tune for my sister and them. The time now is 23 minutes past 8. I like that Trinidad and Stallion. I always tell you the time. Sweet, watch it. I see some people that thief off this brother here money and all them tune them and put them out on different labels and everything. You know. You understand? Because I know, say, that we bust this. We never ask nobody. You know what I'm saying? We bust this. So I don't understand how come so much people and make pounds off him. And in my family, you know? Oh, stay there. Some of them I see them have tape. Lie.
Have you ever been outside when the rain is falling?
Doob dabby doo.
In the rain, in the cold.
A dabby dooby dooby day. Speak the truth.
Have you ever been outside when the rain is falling? In the rain, in the cold and stormy night. With not even a roof over your head.
Sweet baby, sweet. Love you. Married material, me keep telling you. See, you have a nice baby now, a nice woman. You must love her enough, man. And them tune make you feel sweet, isn't it? Yeah. Listen. One more after this to be gone. Listen.
Why keep a good man down when he can help you out? You may be down someday and he'll show you the way forward. Never ever play the fool.
Hold on! This one life's like Lenten, peas and Spanish rice and a glass of more beer with 6 block lines, so we gotta play it twice. Read them again!
Smack them.
Why keep a good man down when he can help you out? You may be down someday and he'll show you the way forward. Never ever play the fool. Live by the golden rule, and you will reach your goal.
that we are going to do once we have life. You understand?
Try to live good, my friend.
True.
Like brothers and sisters.
True.
Just let love into your heart.
True.
You never part from the right. Lend a helping hand whenever you can. What you have sown today, you'll reap tomorrow. Never ever play the fool. Live by the golden rule, and you will reach your goal. You reach your goal someday.
Respect. Give thanks. Yo, St. Vincent, Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana, Grenada. Yes, St. Lucia. In it. Yes, still love you.
Lend a helping hand whenever you can. What you have sown today, you'll reap tomorrow. Never ever play the fool. Live by the golden rule, and you will reach your goal. You reach your goal someday.
Yeah, man. We have enough versions of that, you know. But we know why I'm with it.
Now, here comes the music.
Guidance. Guidance.
I've got a top ranking sound, going to mash the town. So gather the people from around, get them to rock to the sound.
You see, a message me I send, you know. You understand? You see me skateboard and go round and round and round. You think the principle gone? No, we did it. You understand? But we have to be observant. We have to understand because we work for ourselves, by ourselves, and the Almighty. You see? Yeah. So, give thanks, YouTube. Yeah. And the supporter them and the distributor them. Yeah, man, give thanks because you must have put up a white flag somewhere. You understand? So we appreciate that, appreciate love. And those who have been listening, one thing we realize, you know, when the show done, people are tuned into the thing. We want some live involvement, but we work slowly and give thanks for that. We appreciate it. You understand? So we go with the signal, because the signal is right. You know what I mean? What him say? Jacob Crucial Miller. You understand? Listen to what him have to say. Guidance. Until Thursday. We are say really, this time you know is called Hajj. Yeah? So Thursday me just go on the Hajj and the show and say what Hajj is all about, what the black stone is all about, and why we circulate the Kaaba and know say that the sun circulate the earth and the earth circle around. You understand? Everything. And we are told that the angels them circle around and give thanks and praise to the Almighty. You understand? And when we do zikr, we're in a circle again. It's all about the circle navigation. You see? So that's human beings, and there's so much of us out there. Male and female, you understand? Out there are remembering our father Adam and our mother Hawa, Eve, and our father Abraham salam, and all the prophets, yeah, and messengers, and most importantly, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes, and we have been dutiful to our soul. This is the thing. So when if you have the opportunity and you put the Islamic channel on your computer and whatever gizmo you have, you will see it. You understand? And you'll see a splendid vision of people. You understand? People just saying La ilaha illallah. You understand? So on Thursday we're going to there. On Friday, and then we have Eid on the Monday, right? And we'll tell you about that, the sacrifice, so that man don't continue to make sacrifice of himself, him children, and all these type of thing, and spilling blood to be at peace with God, or spilling blood to get this and that. No. Right here and then, the sacrifice is an animal, and you not just kill the animal for the sake of killing the animal. You do that and feed people now who are in need. So like me, through ill health and medication and so forth, I've offered my Ramadan already. So it's only befitting that I offer now my Kibani, right, which is a sacrifice to a family. So we're going back to Africa again and do that, and hopefully I'm able to feed 3 families. You understand? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know that I'm not trying to show off or anything. I'm just trying to explain a situation, and all those millions of people, they're doing the same thing. So you can imagine if all these governments were really paying attention to the poor and needed, the hardship people and the suffering and everything, instead of keep calling themselves first world people and demote other countries and everything, and yet still have problems within them own self and so forth. We can look after ourselves as human beings on this earth for each other. You understand? And then you see that which Isa alayhi salam came to preach and project love, kindness, and so forth among people would have been done. But we're far from that mark. You understand? And that's what we have to realize. We've started, instead of talking religion, talk about what you're supposed to be doing, what it's supposed to be doing, what it's supposed to be offering. It's supposed to be offering courtesy, sincereness, truthfulness, honesty, and togetherness. And in short, love. Because if you want God, you can't want God for yourself. God is for everybody. You understand? But then since you are advocate that God is for you and not for me, you're the one that's prejudiced. You're the one that's racist. Because God never work like that. You understand? Right? And then you make God into a human being. So now the way we think and the way we perceive things, that's how you want to make God. So that's where the argument comes. That's where the disingenuousness comes and everything. You understand? But the little that one can do, you understand, that is right and good, as far as they want to measure what is right and good, is lovely. And that's what we need to do. More goodness among ourselves. Because we can't do it for ourselves. How the hell you going to do it for someone else? We have to start do good among ourselves and appreciate love with self. And then you see how things germinate, just like a seed. How the seed, it just dark, it hard, and next thing you know, say it germinate and it come up and it look marvelous, and then all of a sudden we eat fruit from that same seed. You understand? So things supposed to mature. So we're gone again. Guidance until Thursday, God willing. Scene, lyrics. Scene.
Never
We had make our ancestors proud. You better know.
To discipline. That's what true justice will celebrate.
Sing.
Them a song of culture.
Jacob.
Singing them a songs of love. I miss singing them a song of culture. I miss singing them a songs of love. I miss it for a word ever and a backward never. For a word ever and a backward never. A backward never. A backward never. Yeah. Singing them a song of a culture. I miss singing them a songs of love. Singing them a song of a culture. I miss singing them a songs of love. I miss it for a word ever and a backward never. For a word ever and a backward never. A backward never. A backward never. Never, never, never. Singing, singing them a song of a culture. I miss singing them a songs of love. I miss singing them song of a culture. I miss singing them a songs of love. I miss it for a word ever and a backward never. For a word ever and a backward never. A backward never.
I feel we sit or tell them feel low it.
Here we go! And the big bag song with them called Tipper Town, and I got to make it be known. Big up the one like Roddy Bone, Ochi Peng, and the Black Roses massive.
Guidance.